I think when we think of great moments in government, we think of landing on the moon or mapping the human genome. But really great moments in government to you and I, the average citizen, is actually having a transaction that doesn't take us all day to happen, or to find information in less than 20 clicks, right? That's what we're all seeking to do, is do these things quickly and efficiently and easily. And that's really what digital transformation, is all about.
Engaging our industry stakeholders to inform the U.S. federal government on today's most innovative IT solutions. NITAAC proudly presents Solution Showcase. Welcome to another edition of Solution Showcase. I'm Todd Schwartzrock here from 9300 Lee Highway in Fairfax with ICF's Andrew LaVanway and Kris Tremaine, Senior Vice Presidents, and both involved in the federal digital and marketing practice here. Andrew, fascinating solution, fascinating from the perspective of the government looking to accomplish communications in this new world. What is this market space? What are people trying to accomplish?
Sure. I mean, I think there's never been a time in the history of history where government has had the opportunity to shape citizen experiences like they are today. And what we've learned through our efforts of working with our government customers over the last 4 or 5 years is that doing this all at once, trying to eat the whole elephant, is exceptionally difficult. And so what we've generated is a 360-degree framework to help agencies understand how to work step by step through a process of going digital.
Kris, what are agencies trying to accomplish with the administration's focus on citizen experience? What is really the challenge here?
Well, I think when we think of great moments in government, we tend to think of big things, landing on the moon, mapping the human genome. But really, progress in customer experiences around, everyday transactions, improving them, e-filing my taxes, or being able to, reserve a campsite at a national park without 10 steps. Or if I need information, how do I take precautions against Zika or a hurricane without going to a website and getting that information without 20 clicks. I mean, that's really about, those are great moments, and I believe it's these small great moments that'll happen that'll renew our faith in government.
What is the challenge? What is the impetus then to get started with this process? What does it take for agencies to get moving?
Well, I think they need to start small, think about what can they do right now to get immediate value. I mean, that's really what it's all about.
No market is without competition, and Andrew, talk about the differentiation of your approach, Digital 360.
Sure, no, and it's absolutely a fair question, right? And the way that we would think about it is, it's not really just a framework. We've worked with government customers over the past 4 or 5 years as we've built our business. In fact, our business is purpose-built to do this work. That we saw the marketing and communication evolve closer to technology. We knew it was becoming a factor, and so we brought those two businesses together so that they would interact more effectively. But then as we saw also that technology requires better workforce and improved leadership, we brought in 100 subject matter experts in leadership planning, workforce development, and those types of pieces. So now what we're able to do is have a research component, a marketing component, a technology component, all woven together where our experts sit shoulder to shoulder to come up with these solutions for our government partners. The other thing I'd mention is we focused on the 2 places where digital typically fails in agencies. The first is we have subject matter mission expertise. Our people sit again shoulder to shoulder with the people who are working with government mission owners on how to achieve their mission. And the second thing is cybersecurity. We brought in our very sizable cybersecurity practice to tackle those 2 challenges or to tackle that challenge where we see it, right? Cybersecurity and privacy.
Kris, let me talk to you a little bit about the benefits that agencies are accruing from this system, this framework that you are offering.
Well, I think first and foremost, you can measure progress. We measure progress, we build an evaluation all throughout in every stage that Andrew's talking about. So we can see what's working in real time, and we can course correct if we need to. These need to be fast engagements, and we have to be able to fix what's working more than ever now, right? We have to show progress. But also at the end of the day, it is more than just showing did we build a website or did we build an application. It's did we actually achieve what the government wanted to achieve? Did we help people quit smoking with this app? Or did we reduce cars on the road and help environmental impacts?
It is all about engagement, and Andrew, you have some specific examples of how this approach is driving results.
Absolutely, and as we've worked with our government partners over the past, again, 6, 8, 10 years to work on these digital solutions, what we found is we can actually, over time, not just provide incremental marketing outcomes, but also demonstrate mission outcomes. So as we look at mobile apps that started off as web interventions, but went to text messaging and eventually to chatbots, what we can say is not only did that intervention collect interest and get subscribers, we actually helped almost 12,000 people quit smoking. That's near double the national quit rate.
The environment for communication and outreach and engagement is changing. Talk to me a little bit about the experience of the customer as they evolve through this process that you've described.
Right, well, everyone talks about how the government citizen experience is somehow lagging behind Amazon, and really, never before in, again, the history of the nation have government agencies had this incredible opportunity to shape the citizen experience. And so it's not really that their government is behind, it's really that there is this tremendous opportunity we should be looking to seize. And that as soon as you provide something a little bit better to the customer and the citizen, or the stakeholder in this case, will be willing and in fact excited to come back to you. Ask the people at recreation.gov.
It really is. It is a partnership. And Kris, when agencies are looking at possible solutions for this, what should they look for in a partner?
Well, I think scale, capability, and scope are obviously the obvious answers that most partners are going to have. But I think there's a couple other things. I think even if we're not procuring all these services together, I would look for a partner that really does think about this in a framework. They're not just thinking about the technology, but they're thinking about the people side of this equation, because really it's the interplay of those two things that's going to create success. And I think also at the end of the day, your partner has to share the value of your mission and understand what success looks like. I mean, that's really what the secret sauce is.
It's the chemistry in many respects.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you so much. Kris Tremaine, Andrew LaVanway of ICF, thank you for joining us on this program.
Absolutely.
And that wraps another edition of Solution Showcase for all of us associated with the NITAAC Outreach webcast. And this edition, we'll see you next time on Solution Showcase.